G'day, 12 months ago, I started a journey that would change my life forever.
I tried the line diet 24 hours.
Just beef and salt and water. That's it.
Not only from my health perspective, but also career, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, in all sorts of ways. So I decided to start documenting my journey with the carnivore diet, the GAPS diet, and share my journey on social media. I gained hundreds of thousands of followers through the journey, which was crazy in the course of a couple of months, but then I stopped posting. In fact, I haven't posted a video on my Instagram or TikTok for like 3 months. So in this video, I just wanted to jump on, say g'day, let you know where things are at with my health and let you know where things are moving forward. Typically, I hate those update type videos on YouTube, but I think because I created such a tight-knit audience over a period of time, then I just kind of vanished. I felt like it was important for me to share what's going on, where things are at in my health journey, and what happened, why I stopped posting, and where I'm going. Firstly, I just want to share a bit about myself and my personal journey as a creator. Let's go back to November. This time last year, I posted a video that would change my life forever. It was a video doing the line diet for 24 hours. I did that video kind of as a joke. You know those videos that you see, it's like, I tried this diet for 24 hours.
Eat in alphabetical order for a whole day.
And I thought I'd do something like that, half as a joke, half serious. Half serious because I was struggling with my health and I wanted to do something radical to change it. I tried a lot of diets and different things in the past. Nothing really did the trick. Carnivore diets and GAPS diet seemed to be the obvious choice to help me with my health conditions. So I decided to embark on it, and I wanted to also, at the same time, quit my freelancing. I'd done freelancing and tried very unsuccessfully to launch businesses and create something successful over the course of 10 years. Failed miserably, got myself into so much debt and stress, and I just kept failing forward for years and years and years. And the only thing that I felt like I could confidently do was freelancing, making content for other people, for other brands. I just didn't feel confident to branch out on myself. I started making some viral videos for clients that I had. You know, one of the videos got 14 million. I grew their account to 100,000 on TikTok. And I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to start making videos for myself with this same format. Created a marshmallow video. That did really well. Got a couple million views. I was like, I think I've cracked the formula. So I decided to bring that same formula into documenting this gut health journey. And that took off more than I could imagine. You know, my goal was to, by the end of this year, to be a full-time creator, to quit freelancing and truly work for myself. As much as I loved the people I worked with, I just felt so burnt out and depressed with where things were going. And I felt like my goal with this channel and this series was like, I looked at a lot of other people in my niche and I was like, all right, this guy has this many followers and he's doing this many sponsored posts. So he's probably making this much money. So if I did this many followers, if I gained this many through creating food content and I got this many followers and I did this many brand deals, I could maybe quit freelancing. And that happened within the space of a couple of months, which just completely blew my mind. And I'm forever grateful. I was able to quit freelancing in March. I gave notice, which was a really emotional moment. I took a huge risk basically, but it paid off. And you know, March was a really huge month for me and it was just so pivotal. So thanks to my incredible sponsors that supported me to make that leap, right? While this series was going on, I was making these daily videos basically, and I was still working as a freelancer doing all this work for my client. I was getting no sleep and I was driven. I was committed to just quitting, going full-time as a content creator, something that I've wanted to do since I figured out you could do that in 2012.
Hello, it's Rory here. I'm all about whole foods. Welcome to my brand new channel, The Whole Food.
In fact, I figured out you can make money online in 2010, but I have failed miserably. Maybe this is a story for another time. And I just kept failing forward. Failures kept getting worse, the debt kept piling up, and I just felt trapped in myself. So not only did me going for it and deciding to say enough is enough with feeling sick and tired of feeling sick and tired with all these autoimmune and gut health issues, it also transformed my career. It also transformed my mental health, my mood swings, my emotions, my nervous system, my sensory issues, my relationship with my son, my relationship with the world. It just changed so much in my life. So I had this huge big goal and I'd achieved it much quicker than I thought. So even though I became a full-time content creator in March and I gave notice, I was like, what's next? And I stopped creating content. I felt a bit lost and I wasn't sure which direction I should go. Do I keep going with the gut health? Do I keep going with the carnivore diet? Do I move into farming?
Should I marry Cocoam?
where do I go? My everyday diet was pretty much the same every day. I wasn't really excited to be like, all right, today on the menu is literally the exact same thing as I ate yesterday. And I lost a bit of passion for creating it. And I didn't want everything I created to be about all the intricacies of like, oh, I ate an almond and my left toe hurts. Even though I know that's helpful for some people to see my journey as I go through, because the GAPS diet and carnivore are completely life transforming. But I didn't just want to create content for the sake of it. So I kind of stopped, and I kind of started to spread myself thin with trying all these different styles of content around creator stuff. And I started creating different accounts, and I created side accounts. And then I'd always wanted to do a podcast. So I created a podcast called The Rory Bland Show, and I started posting that. And that was amazing. But I just spread myself so thin, and I wasn't really sure which direction I was going anymore. And I felt so confused, really, to the point where I just stopped for a little bit. Although I haven't fallen off the health pursuit, I felt like a lot of the things that I was pursuing with my health moved beyond just what I was eating with food, because the food isn't the entire thing. I was starting to look into the nervous system, spirituality, my emotions, into trauma healing, somatic therapy. Some of these things I was doing was getting kind of weird and really out there.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
And I was like, I don't really feel comfortable sharing this part of the journey. I was just like, well, I'm just not going to share. And it just kind of, I guess, fizzled out in a way, if that makes sense. I've wanted to make content, and I've made a few little videos here and there, but just that momentum died in me. And, I was like, where do I go with this channel? Because I built up this incredible audience and community of people. And I'm like, where do I take things? I felt like I was going to lose my relevancy, which is what happens if you don't keep posting. And I was losing followers on Instagram, lost about 17,000, which is fine.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. But
I just wasn't sure where to go. Do I direct people into the gut health thing? Is that's where we go? Or do I direct people into regenerative farming? Like, how do I captivate this, while I'm in the limelight? What do I want to talk about? What do I want to use my airtime, my platform for? What's important? Rather than just creating content to just keep growing me. Like, who cares about Rory Bland? What is a cause that is really important in the world? So I've been really fighting and searching for something that's really important to me. The thing that I'm really passionate about, and I want to dedicate the rest of my life to it, is regenerative farming. And I've got a video that I've been spending the last couple of months working on and planning, and working on some partnerships on how I can fulfill this goal. So that will be coming really soon. I realized that, all right, we've got all these agendas coming out, the fake meat agenda. They're wanting to make us eat bugs. They're trying to kill off animal agriculture. They're trying to destroy the soil. I really need to put attention into this and bring awareness around this and focus on regenerative agriculture. And since a bunch of y'all are big old meat eaters and you love eating bone broth, meat stock, good quality meats, animal products, I'm like, okay, we really need to go down that path, but I wasn't sure how to do it. And I really wanted to start a farm. That's a lot of work. Like, being an influencer, it's a pretty easy gig in comparison to farming, but there's not enough younger generation farmers, right? So I just parked a lot of that to the side. Meanwhile, I was still following the same principles of the diet. Like, I was trying lots of different things, and I was eating a lot of dark chocolate, so much dark chocolate, and got really into the bulletproof coffees. In fact, I'm completely wired on bulletproof coffee right now, and I've been testing new foods like yogurt recently. Oh my goodness, I think I can do yogurt, like GAPS yogurt, which is amazing. I can do egg yolks now, and I haven't been able to do yogurt and egg yolks for years. I'm just so stoked. So yeah, I think I'll do an update on my second channel, Rory's Kitchen, which I'll link below. I've stopped listening to music that I used to love listening to. I've stopped watching movies. I haven't played video games for like 2 months. This is the longest time in about 10 years that I haven't played video games. Like, I've just completely changed all my habits in life. I've been paying off all these debts that I accumulated. Like, I'm really committed to changing my life, being the best version of myself as possible for my son. I actually ended up creating a consulting business and consulting on content, because I wasn't really feeling the passion for this, but I was really excited. Like, I started helping a friend grow his channel, right? And he reached 1 million followers in like 90 days or something crazy with some of the methods that I was teaching from what I learned. I ended up creating a consulting business, helping people with their content, which was, Something I never wanted to do. I was like, nah, I'm just focusing on my stuff. But I've just been enjoying it so much. It's been amazing. That's kind of my bread and butter of what I'm doing work-wise at the moment. And we're like scaling that and building that. And I had a bunch of brand deals and all sorts of opportunities, but I just didn't want to take some of them just because there was money, you know? I came on YouTube in like 2011, 2012. I came on here because I wanted to drive traffic to a blog. And I discovered YouTube was a great way to do that with SEO. So that's what I did. That's how I got into YouTube. Then I discovered people like Ryan Higa and, I'd obviously seen Smosh from, 2006 when YouTube was around or just before it started. So I'd seen all these creators around 2012, PewDiePie, I can't even think of people off the top of my head. Ryan Higa was my favorite, and I just absolutely loved that YouTube world, and I wanted to become a creator. But yeah, then someone told me that I couldn't actually make the kind of money that I wanted to create as a content creator making food videos, and I listened to him. He had more belief in himself than I did in myself, so I followed his method. I moved into doing social media, because at this time, this account used to be called The Whole Food Dude, and I created some parodies.
It's organic and I know it.
And some videos, and that led into opportunities where I would like speak around Australia. That's when I was like plant-based, and I was really pushing that and really evangelist for that. And I was making lots of smoothies and stuff. So it's like these opportunities came out and things were starting to grow, and I made some really bad decisions around finances and business and stuff like that thankfully I've learned from. But yeah, I was told that I wouldn't make the kind of money that I wanted as a creator, and I didn't have the knowledge or tools back then on how to monetize that I know now, and how to like really help people with my stuff. And thankfully though, I'm grateful. I believe in God's plan, the divine plan, because if I would have blown up back then with my advice around green smoothies and stuff, perhaps I would have done a bit of damage.
Emotional damage.
I was doing my best. I was very sincere in my intention to help people, but misinformed. All that happened, I moved into doing social media and stuck in a career for like the years that I was ultimately became really unhappy about and burnt out and just in a messy place. So doing all this with you guys has completely transformed my life. It's completely transformed my life, and I'm so grateful for it. For me, my biggest interest is like, I want to create content, I want to create comedy, well, stuff that I think's funny anyway, and I want to get into farming. That's like if I look at what I want to do for the next 10, 20, 30 years, like I'm 34 now, maybe I'm midlife, I don't know how old I'm going to live to. My dad was 46 when he died, so, that's 12 years away, kind of a thing. It's like, wow, okay, what if I've passed? What if I've passed midlife? Or what if I am at it? What do I want to do with my life? That to me looks like just going deeper into my own personal growth and spiritual journey, spending more time with my son and fostering a really great relationship with him, meeting someone new, because I'm separated from his mum. We're still best mates, but I want to meet someone, crunchy, conscious, maybe a content creator, someone entrepreneurial, maybe someone that wants to be very traditional, homemaking, homesteading with me, co-building a farm, raising a family, cats, chickens, all that stuff. That's something that I'd really like as well from my life. And then also, I just want to build a farm, and I want to make as much money as possible, and just chuck it into regenerative farming.
And money's great. I can't get enough money. And you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to buy wilderness areas with it. Every single cent I get goes straight into conservation. And guess what, Charles? I don't give a rip whose money it is, mate. I'll use it and I'll spend it on buying land.
And that's really where I'm working towards. I want to have more land than Bill Gates. I don't know. I feel like this is the end of me being like, this is my health journey and how I'm going. And in a year, let's test my blood again. On here, I just want this to be a channel where I can express myself and create stuff that I want to. Still around the same kind of stuff, still around carnivore, still around gut health, around animal-based products, biohacking, conscious living, but also things like regenerative farming, entrepreneurship, because that's something that I'm really interested in. Who knows where things are going to go? I'm not going to make any declarations of what it's going to look like from this point. This is kind of like everything before this was phase 2, because phase 1 was all the stuff before, videos that I've privated that won't see the light of day because they're super cringe.
I have the best idea ever. We'll poison their food.
I'm just going all in on farming. I'm starting a farm. I've registered a domain name. I've registered the farm business name. It's called Revival Farms, and you can check that out down below. I'm going to be launching a video soon within the next couple of weeks about that, so you can suss that out. And I'm really excited about documenting that journey of building regenerative farms from scratch, feeding people, the entrepreneurial journey side of that, showing people that it is possible to switch over and for regenerative farming to be profitable, really turn things around from that landscape. And then I just want to make stuff that's really fun. I think that's it in terms of the update. Thank you for being a part of the journey so far. I appreciate you all so much. You've changed my life. If you've got any questions, let me know down below. Also, I got some really cute cats. So, just saying.